Chris here from Summit Tactical. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 sets of gloves that we stock here in the ST shop from Outdoor Research's range. 1/5 of emergencies are from hand injuries. And in the tactical environment, that situation is made worse, where physical damage from cuts, breakages, blasts, rope injuries, impacts, or thermal injuries such as heat or cold are more likely to occur. A poorly fitted glove, or a glove that's unsuited for the task that you've selected it for, can add to these injuries. So picking the right glove for the task, ensuring that it fits correctly, is key. We sell some of the best gloves in the world here at Summit Tactical, and that's not me being biased, that's me being jealous. Because if I'd known about Outdoor Research's range in my 23 years that I served as a Royal Marine Commando, I think my hands would be thanking me for it now. So let's dive into the gloves that we've got here in front of me and their application. So the first set of gloves I'm going to talk about in our series is the HD range glove. And in this particular video, I'm wearing a size large in Coyote Tan. It's available in sizes small to XXL, and the other colorway is black. Normally I'd wear an XL in gloves, but the application I see this glove for, I prefer a slightly tighter fit, which is why I've gone for a large. I'm going to quickly talk through the properties of the glove itself, and then I'll talk through the application that I see these for. So it's made from a Nomex flame resistant material, and it's got a goat leather reinforced palm. Hook and loop closure at the wrist, okay, and it's a durable material. The application I see this particular glove for is range work. So using weapon systems, shooting on the ranges all day long, where you want a tighter fitting glove that's less likely to jam in any of the working parts of the weapon and allows you to carry out all your weapon skills and drills and your manipulations of that particular weapon without any kind of hindrance to the operation of the weapon system itself. So in my opinion, this glove is perfectly suited for that kind of training environment, and that's why I recommend the HD range glove for that particular application. The next set of gloves in our series is the Iron Sight Sensor Combat Glove. The clue's in the name, the application of course is combat. I've gone for a size XL in this glove in Coyote Tan. The reason I've gone up a size is because I'm probably going to be wearing this glove for a longer period of time than I would do a training glove. So I want a little bit more freedom of movement for my hands. They're also available in black, and the sizes are small to XXL. Properties of the glove itself then, they're an air mesh 97% polyester with 3% elastane. It's got a synthetic leather palm with a silicone imprinted grip, which I'm going to talk more about in a minute. They are breathable, which is exactly what you want from a combat glove. You want the moisture to be wicked away from the body. They're durable. So if you think about the sort of application that we're going to be using these gloves for in that sort of environment, we're going to be manipulating weapon systems, potentially operating belt-fed machine guns, maybe breaching compound doors, climbing over compound walls, potentially dealing with casualties and blood, potentially dealing with people and dirty clothing, crawling on the floor, all these sort of threats to our hands, all right? These gloves are capable of dealing with it. They're touchscreen compatible, which in the past I've found to be a little bit of a fad with gloves. They say that they are touchscreen and then they're not. You can see quite clearly these gloves work with touchscreen phones, which is absolutely excellent. The silicone imprinted grip, why did I highlight that earlier? One of my jobs in the Royal Marines, I was a SEER instructor. I was working in Manitoba a couple of years ago where it got down to -20. I was demonstrating catching, killing and cooking small game, using this tops knife to cut the rabbits up. I was finding that the handle was getting covered in blood. The particular set of gloves I had on at the time, the handle kept slipping out the hand when using this knife. That silicone imprinted grip, that knife does not move in that grip. It is absolutely unbelievable. Similarly so with weapon systems then. If we're manipulating a weapon with these gloves on, doing all the drills that we would do, the weapon in the glove's hands just feels a lot more tactile. The grip with that silicone in the glove palm itself makes it feel a lot more like I've got control of the weapon system itself, which is perfect for the combat environment. They've got hook and loop closure. They've got a loop on them to aid pulling them on, but also to attach them to your kit and equipment. And they are a very, very effective and very durable combat glove. So that is the Iron Sight Sensor Combat. Moving into the glove range that I see being used in slightly colder environments. Vigor Heavyweight Sensor Glove, size large. These are a perfect fit for me in this particular type of glove. This is a tactical liner, and I would say an everyday kind of chill glove. So if you're wearing them on the ranges just to take the chill off, or on sentry, or just out daily walking your dog, these are the perfect glove I see for that kind of environment. Personally, myself, I've got very, very warm hands, so that is probably about the level of glove I would go to in any environment, despite the level of cold. The outer is a 93% recycled polyester with 7% spandex, and it's got a stretch woven fleece with grid interior. There's nylon and spandex on the stretch palm, and it's got a silicone print overlay that you can see in key areas on the glove itself. It's touchscreen compatible like our other gloves, and it's got a movement mirror 4-way stretch to it. So it is actually a very stretchable and comfortable glove to wear. It's got a warm grid interior, and it's really surprising how much warmth you can feel when you put these gloves on. Like I said, I've got warm hands anyway, but that grid interior just seems to highlight that warmth from my hands. They're water and wind resistant, and they've got a snap together cuff, okay, so you can secure them together. The size range for these is small to XL. And as I said, the application for these that I see is just to take the everyday chill off your hands. So for that type of environment where it's not freezing cold, but it's not warm, and you just want to keep your hands warm, these are the perfect glove. So that's the Vigor Heavyweight Sensor Glove. We're starting to step things up a bit now in terms of cold weather capable gloves. So these are Sureshot Pro Gloves, and this is an intermediate cold weather glove. It's a stretch woven 88% nylon with 12% spandex. The palm itself is goat leather. It's got a waterproof insert. The insulation is in Duraloft, which is 100% polyester, and it's got a brushed tricot liner. They're breathable, they're lightweight, and they're waterproof. They also wick the moisture away, and they're wind resistant. They've got the standard pull-on loop, which is concealed slightly in the cuff itself, but it's there. And it's got the hook and loop Velcro closure. They are touchscreen compatible, so the leather on the index finger and the thumb means that you can still operate smart screens. And it's got a stow clip on it, which you can just see there, so they do clip together. This is stepping up things quite a lot from that liner glove that just takes the chill off your hands. These will keep your hands warm in a cold environment. So that is the Sureshot Pro Glove. And then if we just look inside the glove itself, okay, you can see like it's got an almost wool-like line into it. Sureshot Pros. Moving on. I've only put one of these gloves on because, as you can see, I've got hands like Thanos wearing these gloves. So in order for me to talk around the glove, I've kept one hand free. This is the Arete Modular GORE-TEX Glove, and this is a cold weather glove. In cold weather environments, you've got to kind of trade off. So you can have a actual glove itself, or you can have a mitt. They've kind of got different applications and different properties. If you want to remain with some kind of dexterity to your hands, you're probably going to go for a full glove. But if you're just stood around all day long on the ranges in cold weather environments, or out in Norway or somewhere like that, you're probably going to go for a mitt. It's entirely down to what task you're doing with those gloves on, and again, it's down to individual preferences. The outer is a GORE-TEX waterproof, and it's a 70x40 stretch woven, durable water repellent glove. It's got a spandex palm and water resistant goat leather. Insulation on this particular glove is in Duraloft 100% polyester. There's a fleece liner to this glove. Okay, so I'm going to remove the outer, and you've got a fleece liner. That is touchscreen compatible, okay, so you can use smartphones with that particular liner. The glove itself is lightweight for this particular type of glove and for the amount of protection that it gives. It's breathable and it's stretchable. It's water resistant leather palm and fingers, and it's waterproof and windproof on the outer. It's got a long loop on it so you can attach it to your kit. It's also got the attachment points so they can be attached together, and pull-on points. Like I said, it's got a removable inner liner, and it is available in sizes from small to XL. Obviously this set is coyote tan. It's also available in black. So that's the Arete Modular GORE-TEX Glove, which is used for extreme cold weather environments. Really, really heavy duty glove, still allowing you to operate and use equipment, but also protecting the hand in that extreme cold weather environment. In conclusion then guys, that was a brief introduction to 5 of the sets of gloves that we sell from Outdoor Research here at ST. We have of course got a larger range that you can see on our website, or if you want to pop down to the store, we are open every Wednesday from 10 AM till 5 PM. I'm always here and I'm more than happy to help you with selecting the right gloves for the task that you've got in mind. If you can't make it to the store and you want to buy off our website, but you still got inquiries on the gloves that you want, please feel free to drop me an email at chris@summittactical.com and I'll endeavour to help you out with any questions you've got. We've got more videos coming about some of the kit and equipment that we stock here at ST. Please stay tuned to Instagram. Chris from Summit Tactical. Goodbye for now.